Good day, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Tech Talk Pathways and Possibilities. Today's conversation sits at a very important intersection where technology meets business strategy. Because let's be honest, technology alone does not create value, alignment does. So we're living in a time where words like blockchain, agile, data, and digital transformation are everywhere. But beyond the buzzwords, the real question is this: how do organizations ensure that the technology they build actually serves business goals? To help us unpack this, we're joined by someone who works directly at that intersection, aligning blockchain, innovation, IT project leadership, and data insight with real business outcomes. This is going to be a practical and forward thinking discussion, one that challenges hype and focuses on intelligent execution. Let's welcome our guest for today's Tech Talk. Today, we're joined by Victor, Mr. Victor, an IT project manager and blockchain data analyst who helps blockchain teams align technology with real business goals through agile leadership. He works at the intersection of innovation and execution, ensuring emerging technologies actually deliver real value. Victor, we're glad to have you with us.
So thank you
Okay,
so
okay.
much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here, and I looked you guys up before I came on the show today, and I'm amazed at what you do. I just watched a couple of episodes, and it's so important that we have conversations and platforms like this because the secret of the future is always in the past. When we look at what people who have gone ahead of us are doing, and we it helps upcoming people are sort of climbing the ladder in the tech space to know exactly how to navigate and how to um, properly navigate their journey so that they will not go through so
Mhm.
much hurdles as through which others have gone through. So when I see platforms like this, I'm so excited because it's an opportunity to pour out my heart again and impart value to anybody that will find this video helpful. So thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so excited.
It's a pleasure to have you. So now let's dive in and direct to the key reasons why we are here. So I will start by asking, Mr. Victor, please tell us about your journey into tech. How did it all start, and what actually sparked your interest in technology?
All right, thank you so much for the question. For me, I think tech is a lifesaver. Um, I did my first degree in industrial chemistry, and I think getting into industrial chemistry was the desire of my parents because an average parent wants his or her child to do like a professional course where either a medical doctor or you are in law or you are anything professional, basically in medical lab science and all. So for me, my parents wanted me to do civil engineering, but my university, which is Tek State University, did not give me civil engineering. They gave me industrial chemistry. So I just had to do it because industrial chemistry has a measure of hope in our nation. At least you'll be able to work in an industry. Eventually,
Mhm.
I didn't work in an industry because the job was not there. So tech for me became a lifesaver because and somehow I did also like the idea of going to work in the morning and coming back late at night, and just that cycle it gets me tired. I mean, so for me when I found tech 2019, um, that was the game changer for me. But I didn't start out as a blockchain data analyst or an IT project manager. All right, what I started out from
Okay.
the whole idea of you can make money online, and I did a whole lot of things. I did a whole lot of
Mm.
things. I did
Oh wow.
I did. Oh my god! I don't know. I don't want to bore you with my journey, but it looks very exciting. I There's this guy that told us then that you can read newspaper online and make money from it. I did that. I mean, I did a whole lot of things. I did I did affiliate marketing. I did digital marketing. I did. There was time I was trying out forex. There was time I was trying out survey online. So I did a whole lot, trying to move from where I was to the dreams in my heart. So I know for sure that industrial chemistry could not do that thing for me. So tech became a lifesaver. So I just love the idea of the fact that you can sit in your room, press a laptop, and at least you can earn a living much more than the people that are doing the other part of the things outside there. So for me, that was my journey. I was curious about the fact that can anything much more, can I do something much more comfortable? Is there an easier way to make money? Is there a better way to make money? Is there a smoother way to make money that I will not go through the Lagos stress of jumping bus in the morning and at night? I think for me, that's what the journey came from. So because I had no mentor, because I had no instructor, I dabbled into a lot of things trying to find what will work for me. So um I've said a couple of things and my thoughts were not arranged at first, but when I finished 2019 and I didn't get a job using industrial chemistry, so I started like asking questions. What are people doing for money legally that will not involve breaking the bank, obviously, and internet fraudsters? So I started asking a lot of questions. So people told
Okay.
me about a lot of things that can be done. You can be an affiliate marketer, you can be a network marketer, um, you can be a forex trader, you can be a crypto trader, you can be a whole lot of things. And all those things I mentioned that I tried. All right. I tried everything. I tried everything and I made some
Hmm.
money. I lost a lot of money. And until
Uh-oh.
I found myself in blockchain properly and project leadership properly. So basically, I don't need to answer your question.
Yes, so I actually, telling us your journey from being in the industrial chemistry area,
Yeah.
studying industrial chemistry and integrating and moving into tech is actually amazing. And frankly, from your journey, it shows you're quite successful in the field. Building something that gives you pleasure and the kind of convenience that you've always longed for.
Hmm.
That's quite commendable, and I believe that our viewers are also learning from it because what I'm seeing is what actually seems to be challenging. The condition of the economy and everything put together, but an individual trying to move forward to where he can excel is quite commendable. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for thank you for sharing your journey. Yes.
Thank you so much.
So moving on, I would like to ask, what does a day in your professional life look like? Maybe you could just walk us through your typical work day or responsibilities.
All right. Thank you so much again for that question. Um, One of my greatest inspiration in in life generally is a man called Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is how do I call this now? Basically a mindset coach, right? A paradigm re-engineering coach. And he said
Okay.
something many years ago that had blessed me a whole lot, and still inspires me up to today. It says that you are
Mm,
not truly wealthy until you have time and money freedom. Time freedom means that you can
mm,
control your own time. Money freedom means that
mhm,
uh, you can do what you want to do. Of course, for us, within the boundaries of conscience, and if you're a believer, within the boundary of God's word, right? So,
mhm,
what does a typical day like look for me? What does a typical day look like for me? I quoted Bob Proctor because um, it impacts how I live my day. So, for example, on an average, by 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm up, and because I'm a believer, all right, I I have my devotion for about 2 hours, and by 7 a.m. I'm with my laptop already, trying to first of all check my email, and because of the nature of my work, um, I have to respond to previous email. Then I have to I do like two major things in the space. Number one is my IT project thing, right? Number two is a blockchain data thing, right? And if at all you work in the blockchain space, one of the things that is paramount in the blockchain space is the speed of evolution. Information, you can turn off your data now, and something has happened that will cause a spike in the markets in the next 15 minutes. So you have to be consistently up to date
Mm.
about what exactly is happening in the blockchain space, because a lot of things, in fact, the speed is a whole lot. Like President Trump might have tweeted something that is doing a lot in the market, or Elon Musk would have said something that is causing a spike in a coin or something. So you have to be at alert. So
Wow.
waking up and having my devotion, I basically check my emails to check, number one, what I'm doing in my email is to check if at all the people I'm working on their projects, I mean IT, because on that I work like it's like a contract based thing. Like you can, because of what project management is. Project is seeing an idea from inception into fruition. All right. That cycle is where a project management manager is needed. All right. That cycle
Mm-hmm.
is where a project manager is needed. So I have to check and sort of check my email early in the morning, and ensure that I don't have pending emails to attend to. After that, the next thing I want to do, after that, the next thing I do in almost immediately is to sort of open my laptop and check Twitter, because if you are sort of functioning in the blockchain ecosystem, Twitter is one of the is one of the, they call it the home of blockchain, literally the home of Web3. That's where you get information. So I go through Twitter and also check information based what has happened in the last few 6 hours that we have slept. All right. Then the next thing, if I have a couple of projects I'm working on, the next thing is that I want to ensure I want to do my daily work. For example, as a blockchain data analyst, one of the platforms we use is Dune Analytics and Flipside. What we do in Flipside is basically we are checking recent occurrences of data in the blockchain space that can help either um, blockchain projects to position themselves better for profits in the market. I'll break that down just in case you don't understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say basically is that
Mm-hmm.
um, when money is moving in the ecosystem, for example, if a person is saying that, okay, I want a job in the Web3 space, or I need a job in the Web3 space, and I'm trying to pitch several blockchains. For example, so there is a blockchain, and there are a lot of blockchains in the Web3 space. So when I say Web3, Web3 is how do I explain this so that we can understand? Web3 basically is the mother of blockchain, where the so Web3 is the world by which blockchain ecosystem operates. So we have a lot of blockchain. We have Bitcoin as a blockchain. We have Ethereum as a blockchain. We have Solana as a blockchain. We have Ethereum as a blockchain. We have Ton as a blockchain. So all these things are blockchain. So for example, as a blockchain data analyst, what I do is that I can, when I come online and I operate the platform I use, I can design where money is gravitating towards faster than anybody that is not an analyst. So in the past 24 hours, I will be able to analyze which of these blockchains is money gravitating towards. And if I'm able to identify the platform or the blockchain in which money is gravitating towards, it means that that is where opportunity is gravitating towards. So if I have someone that is saying that I want to get a job with a project in the blockchain space, and from my analysis, I saw that a lot of funds, or like we call it, a lot of liquidity, entered the Ton ecosystem or the Ton blockchain in the last 24 hours. I'll be able to tell you that which platform are you, or which blockchain are you looking for opportunities on? If you tell me Solana, I will tell you that look at the Ton blockchain. A lot of liquidity is gravitating towards the Ton blockchain in the past 24 hours. It means that projects are building more on the Ton blockchain. It means that NFT based projects are building more. It means that more opportunity is there. So if you speak with a founder that is building on Ton ecosystem, you'll be able to they can have a lot of funds to be able to give to you. So That's the first thing I check in the morning. I check where money is going to, especially if I'm trying to pitch for new projects. So, in summary, a typical day for me looks like I wake up, I do my devotion, and if it's a gym day, I go to the gym. If it's not a gym day, the moment I'm up, I check my Gmail and find out what is going on. Do I have projects to respond to as regards my project management and what I am doing and the task we are following up on? If I don't have, I try to check Notion, the people I allotted tasks to yesterday, did they do their task? And if they have done their task, I try to move it on the Jira board from, okay, maybe doing to done. Then I also go to Twitter to find out, or what we call X, to
And just to, ask a few questions. You said a lot of very important things you do every day as a professional in the field. So,
mm-hmm.
but I am a little bit particular about, your statements when you said that Twitter happens to be one of the home of blockchains.
Yeah.
And again, uh, yes, I would like for you to, share some light on that statement. Thank you.
Basically, every platform, um, basically every platform. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Basically, every platform or every profession has the platform where they can find their clients. So yes, Twitter
Yes,
is
please.
or what we call X is the home of blockchain and
Mm,
Web3 in general. And it's like that
okay.
because every business or every product has where they will find their audience. For example, if you are a small business owner, you do like you sell thrifts, most likely, and your what you sell is a little bit below 10,000 naira. That's around $4 or something. Basically, your
Mm,
audience will be on TikTok. All right, so you will
mhm,
sell more on TikTok. For example, if you are more like a real estate person and your target audience is of course rich people that can buy real estate, you will see a lot of them on Instagram. So basically, when we talk about tech in Nigeria, generally, I think the home of tech is Twitter. All right, so we have Web3 people, a lot of Twitter founders, a lot of Twitter, a lot on Twitter, and little or no tech exists on Facebook at all. So I think Twitter basically is the home of blockchain, Web3, and tech as a whole. Yeah, that's where the conversations go on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's lovely. And thank you very much. So, but let me just ask, if someone is into hospitality kind of flight kind of business, where can that person like position his or her business to fly? Where
Okay,
you
I
would
think
find clients?
if you talk about hospitality, you are talking about um, shortlets business, hotel business, and basically
Travels, travel store.
Instagram, of course, because that's where lifestyle content does a lot. I mean, lifestyle content is a whole lot in that place. And
Okay.
yeah, basically, so I think Instagram is the target. If you build a lot of audience on Instagram, you're going to see a lot of clients on Instagram because lifestyle contents fly the most on Instagram. All right. Lifestyle contents does not do well on
Okay.
LinkedIn, all right, or on Twitter, right? Or on TikTok, you see more lifestyle content on Instagram. I don't know if that helps.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much. Yes, I want to thank you for being quite elaborate on your explanation and the answers you're providing us. You're doing quite a smart, intelligent work, and this
Thank
is
you so
quite commendable.
thank you so much.
This is quite a lesson. Yes, for a lot of our audience out there to to catch up. So moving forward, I believe that Victor should have a couple of challenges, before he could have been able to break into tech. So the next question is, what challenges did you face breaking into the tech industry, and how did you overcome such challenges?
Thank you for the question. I think for me, when we talk about challenges in the tech space and the challenges I encountered, I think is the challenge of mentorship. I didn't have close people around me that were seeing the future I was seeing. Right? I didn't have everybody around me were ready to sort of settle for what they have and what they can see. Right? But I believe I'm a big dreamer. I dream a lot. And so the challenge is I have to fight the mental barrier that was confronting me in my very face when I started out. Number one, I didn't see a physical or an embodiment of
Hmm.
inspiration that can tell me take step one to step two, then step three to step four. It's a different thing to learn a skill or a tech skill. It's a different thing to know how to land opportunities. All right. So I did have a physical entity, and an embodiment of the reality I was looking for. So there was no mentor in view, right? Basically, so I
Hmm.
had to find out and figure out things out myself, staying all night watching YouTube and looking for informations and asking questions and finding answers by myself using YouTube. And I think for me, it will be the challenge of mentorship. The second one will be the second challenge that I would say I had having to learn is the platforms. I don't also have platforms that broke down the step of that did a detailed breakdown, yeah, of the step by step learning interface of what I intend to learn. So general platform we have out there is Coursera. We just say go to Coursera and many online platforms that people have to learn. But I didn't have platforms that could break things down for me step by step. So I think for me that's the challenge. When I start creating products, I think one of the things I would do is to create platforms that can help people learn step by step, and that will not make it feel like they are learning online. Something that has to do with um, you can literally relate with the person you're learning from and ask questions from the person you're learning from. So I think those are the two challenges I had.
Oh, hmm. Quite interesting. And frankly, I appreciate your start, your determination to excel. Because if not for that determination, I am not sure that despite the challenges you had, which were core, having a mentor, having platforms that guides you
Mm-hmm.
to be able to proceed step by step. If you were not very determined and ready to move ahead, forge ahead, I don't think you would have succeeded. I don't think you would have gone this far. So now,
Absolutely.
talking about the platforms, what tools or platforms or technologies do you currently use and would recommend for beginners? One of the challenges you had was having such platforms, but currently, what are those maybe tools or platforms or technologies you can, easily recommend to beginners?
All right. I don't know if I should mention them now because I don't want to give free promotion. They are not going to pay me. they're not going to. They're not going to pay me.
Please just mention
But
at
but
least two.
but really, but really, um, I think for me, when it comes to learning stuffs online, I I don't like recorded classes. And I don't think anybody should pay a lot for recorded classes. I love live classes. So, and I'm not going to mention their name because I'm not promoting them. What I would just say is that
Hmm,
anything you intend to learn, before you
hmm,
pay the coach or the facilitator, ensure that what you are getting is a live class. Pre-recorded classes do not give the best value um, that live classes give compared to live classes. Live classes, they can tell you that class is by 8 p.m. West African time. You show up for the class. having showed up for the class, the lecturer is teaching you or the facilitator is teaching you, then you can ask questions. Then they drop the recording after the class. Then you can ask the questions you learned or you had from the previous class in the next class. I always suggest live classes. It doesn't matter what you're trying to learn, either project management, product management, data analysis, data science, anything you're trying to learn. So go for live classes or even blockchain. The next thing I would like to say, for example, if you're trying to break into blockchain analysis or you want to break into blockchain analysis, for example, if you're already doing data analysis, you can easily migrate to blockchain analysis because the coding language you use in data analysis is also the same thing we use in blockchain analysis. So we use SQL. Yeah, we use Python as well. So you can easily transfer that skill to blockchain. And it's only wise to do because you are just learning a couple of few things, some extra things. All right. Then blockchain technology pays more than if you are doing data analysis for general Web2 companies. So platforms where you can learn blockchain analysis is you can use Flipside. They have a YouTube channel. You can use Dune Analytics. They have a YouTube channel as well. You can go through them and you will learn perfectly well. All right. So basically, I believe that answered your question.
Yes, you have. Thank you very much. I thank you for adjusting. Initially you said you would not mention, but I thank you for at least giving us two. That will do.
Yeah.
And frankly, believe me, our audience will still like to reach out to you. So subsequently, before we round up, you would please tell us how our audience can reach out to you. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes. So I would like for us to, I would like for you to tell us. So, you are an IT project manager and
Yeah.
you are also into blockchain data analyst. So
Yeah.
how do you combine working as an IT project manager and blockchain data analysis? Tell us the journey. How did you do it?
Well,
How do you combine? Yes.
okay. So for me, why I eventually migrated to project management or project leadership is because leadership it's a leadership role. And the core of my personality as a person is I love leadership. I love to make things happen. I don't like to
Mm.
okay, so before I even got into tech, I was into marketing. Why I switched from marketing to project management is because I was looking for a leadership role. I function better when I coordinate chaos to best results. I function better when I strategize on how we can increase our revenue as an industry. I function better when I coordinate people to produce results. So thinking about it, I've been into I started out as a blockchain analyst first. So I felt that okay, although I'm making some money from this, but I still feel that I'm not finding expression or the I'm not giving expression to the core of my personality, which means that I'm a leader by birth. I've been privileged to anchor a couple of leadership roles since I started working. So that's why I decided to take up a blockchain project management certification because it gives me the opportunity to coordinate projects. It gives me the opportunity to coordinate teams. It gives me the opportunity to get results and produce and give better products. So for me, how do I combine? I think for if I'm doing project management, I think I'm just so I don't see it as a lot of work. I just see it as me expressing something that is a lot is just intricate, an intricate version of me. But when I'm doing blockchain analysis,
A part of
right, it's
you.
more of coding and typing and getting results and clearing the codes and getting more results. So how do I combine both? I think for me, it's not about a combination of both because when I have most of the work because I've mastered it now, they don't look like a chore to me. I just do what I need to do and get the result I need to get. But I think combination of both is not, like I said, is not a lot of stress for me. It's just scheduling my day, scheduling my time, and putting priority on the things that needs to be placed on. So I don't think that makes sense at all.
As a blockchain data analyst, what kind of insights can businesses extract from blockchain data that may be overlooked?
Okay. I think before I answer that question, it's important that the listeners understand what a blockchain is and what who are the people that use blockchains and what did they do exactly on blockchains. Because the data I'm dealing with is to draw inference for builders, or what we call projects that intend to build on the blockchain. I said it in the beginning of this conversation, but I'm going to reiterate again. So what we call the blockchain, it's data, it's a crucible of data that is open source, but they are interconnected together. So on the blockchain, there are various kinds of blockchains. There is the Solana blockchain, there is the Bitcoin has its own chain, there is the Ethereum blockchain, there is the Ton blockchain, there are a lot of blockchains that exist. All right. And all these blockchains, they have their own data. So what we do as a blockchain data analyst, is that we can track money movements. We can track money movements on the blockchain. We can track data movements on the blockchain. We can even track new projects that are building on a particular blockchain. We can track timestamps and on a particular blockchain. So if we are saying what inference can businesses draw from our data, I would like to rephrase the question to what inference can projects draw from our data? Or how does our data influence project decisions or builders' decisions? And it's very simple. In fact, our data can both affect builders and it can affect jobbers. Jobbers are people looking for opportunities in the blockchain ecosystem. So for jobbers, our data can tell them where money is going. In the past 24 hours, where did money go through? Where did investors put their money on the blockchain? On which blockchain did investors put their money? Then jobbers can look into that blockchain for opportunities. Then they can get more, because where money flows, opportunity flows. For builders, builders can also look for, because they are founders or builders looking for funding. So if they look through our data and they said that, okay, in the past 24 hours, about $100,000 or $1 million entered the Ethereum ecosystem, it means that if I'm a builder, the wisest place to build at this time is to build on Ethereum, because it means I'm going to get funding for my projects. So builders can look at the data we produce as an analyst to make decisions, either to build or to invest. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot. Thank you.
So that's how, yeah.
Okay, that was nice. So if let's say an upcoming business company, a growing company, would wish to employ your services, to help them be able to achieve sales pipelines and be able to achieve more in terms of revenue generation. Does that relate in any way?
It does not relate in the output. It relates in the decision-making process, because one of the things that being an analyst does to you is that you have foresight. You can study patterns, then predict outcomes. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So it does not relate in the fact that we are affecting output, but we can serve as the brain behind decision-making. Right.
That's
it affects when it comes to decision-making. Yeah.
That's a powerful response. Thank you very much. Yeah. I believe our audiences would learn a lot from this conversation today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, nice one. And I thank you greatly for your responses. And To the next question, I would ask, where do you see blockchain and IT project leadership heading in the next, maybe let's say a couple of 5 to 10 years from now?
I think for me, I see better adoption. Better adoption in the sense that many people don't even know about blockchain currently in Africa. Many people don't know. For example, many people don't know how blockchain relates to money. Many people don't know how blockchain relates to health. Many people don't know how blockchain relates to agric. Many people don't know how blockchain relates to games. Many people don't know how blockchain relates to a lot of aspects of our life. So one of the things I see in the next 5 years is more adoption is happening. Many institutions and industries will begin to see the importance of building on the blockchain. Because one of the things that we see about the blockchain ecosystem as a whole is the idea of transparency and security and speed. That's one of the beauty of blockchain. For example, let me just put it out there, because when blockchain is merges with finance, they call it DeFi. It's called decentralized finance. And the beauty of this decentralized finance is the fact that if you want to move $1 million, $1 million is a lot of money. If you want to move 10 million naira, that's about $6,000. If you want to move 10 million naira in your Nigerian account, there is, if you have done about 5 million, they will put limit on what you can do. They can restrict that account for the whole day. In fact, if 10 million naira enters your account and it has never entered it before, they are going to freeze the account, because they are suspecting you that you are a thief. Where did you get that kind of money from? However, you can move times 10 of that money on the blockchain and nobody's going to accuse you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what you literally need is a wallet. We call it either a cold wallet or an hot wallet, and you need like a wallet address. So once you drop your wallet address, $6,000 can be sent to you without nobody accusing you of where did you get the money, because it is decentralized. Decentralized finance means nobody controls it. So I see that adoption in several aspects of our dealings as humans. I see blockchain being adopted in the health system to keep health records. Because if it is decentralized, it means that anybody can see what is going on the blockchain, but they cannot control it. So health records of hospitals can be kept on the blockchain, uploaded as data. People will be able to see it instead of going to the hospital. And you're wondering, for example, if they transfer you from a teaching hospital to a private hospital, when you get to the private hospital, they will be asking you, where's your health record? And can you reach out to the initial hospital to send us your health record? Meanwhile, if hospitals adopt blockchain to keep their records, they can easily log into the website to say, okay, this is the initial record of this guy. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So I'm seeing that more institutions they're adopting the blockchain to be using it in their daily lifestyle.
Yeah. That's great. Whoa, quite insightful.
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you. Yes. Thank you. In fact, I didn't know initially that there is, as a person, I didn't know the blockchain could be applicable in other areas aside finance.
It's very applicable
and quite convenient. Yes, because from the instances you shared on those normal bank transfers, they would freeze your account, and there is a limit to what you can withdraw per day or even per week, especially with me. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you now. It was seasoned before.
In getting the blockchain technologies. I appreciate your depth, the insight you have shared with us. Thank you very much.
You're
So,
welcome.
any advice? What kind of advice would you give to someone who is just starting out or trying to transition into tech?
Basically, I would like to tell everybody to find their footings in tech, because tech is the future. It's obvious. Find your footings in tech. Don't say I can code. There are a lot of things you can do in tech in tech as a whole that does not necessarily require coding. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me in the 21st century, I ask you to go and learn a skill. You're telling me you are learning hairdressing. I have concerns with that decision. You can't tell me that I told you to go and learn a skill. You are telling me you want to learn what else? Peradventure, shoemaking, or a fashion designer, or fashion designing. Why those skills are good, we will agree together that the people that are making it in those skills, they are not practicing solopreneurship, they are practicing management. It means that they have gravitated from solo entrepreneur to become managers. So a person that will make it in the fashion industry has a lot of people working under him. For you to climb that ladder will take nothing less than 5 to 10 years. So if I'm telling you to learn a skill, get into tech. You can get into tech in 2 years. You are doing $1,000 a month.
Wow.
you can, if you are with the right mentorship, with the right skill set, with the right diligence and hard work. I'm not selling you something that will be easy, but what I'm saying is get into tech. In fact, if you're in your 20s listening to me, and I think this is one of the mistakes I did not make. Try your hands on everything before you find something that resonates with your personality. 20s is not when you are saying that, oh, I don't know my career path, I don't know where to go, I don't know where to turn. Try every damn thing your hands can find. I was telling you my story. I was telling you my story. I did podcasting, I did news reading, I did survey, I did forex, I did crypto, I did what else can I not do in this world? I did network marketing, I did affiliate marketing. I was trying to find my future in something that can fund my future or the kind of future I desire. I failed in many things till I found blockchain, till I found this career path I am now on. So your 20s are for experiments. Try out things that resonate with your personality. Once you figure it out, then go all in. Put all your egg in one basket. But don't run away from tech this time around. Go into it. There are a couple of things that you can learn in tech that does not require coding. For example, as a project manager, I don't code. As a product manager, you will not code. Data analyst has little coding. But once you start diving deeper into machine learning and back-end engineer, you will code. But of course, the more harder it is, the more rewarding it is. The money those guys are making is blood money. Money is blood money. So please, if you are 18, 19, 20, don't tell me your head cannot code. Knock the head and tell it you will learn it by force.
Yes, sir.
So that's just what my counsel will be for anybody looking at us. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
And a smart person will take good advices and work smartly and profit from it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. And we're nearing the end of our podcast, but I still have about 2 questions for you. I hope you will permit me.
Let's make it snappy, sir.
Sure. What's your view on the future of tech in Africa or globally?
My
And
view on
are there any trends or emerging areas one should pay attention to?
I think that that question looks like what I just answered.
Yes.
My Yeah, it looks like it. Basically, I think more young persons are uh literally getting into tech. All right, more young person are exploring, and it's a good time to be alive because compared to when we started out, there's a lot of things that were not easy. All right, compared to when we started
Mhm.
out, there's a lot of people that were adding information. All right, but I think people are much more linear with information these days. So I think the future of tech in Africa is bright because more young people are seeing that it is better to make money legally than to go through the illegal way. So
Mhm.
and and at times I feel that it is very foolish for people who try to get money illegally, for people peradventure they are into internet fraudster and what we call Yahoo, right? And they are trying to make that route. And guess what? What are they getting from the thing? 40 million naira. That's what
Mm.
you want to kill someone from, or you are going to bath your head with an herbalist from. You're not serious. Because that same wisdom, that same diligence, you not sleeping at night, that you are trying to scam people online, if you put it in tech, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. So I feel that the future of tech is bright, most likely because the OGs in the space, they are, or what we call the idolu, they are more lenient
Mm.
with information now. There are people giving scholarships for people that want to learn. There are people pulling people in. And I think that if you are listening to this space, just ask the right question, follow the right people. You are going to be able to navigate properly in the space. So I think the future in tech is bright, and a lot of young people are doing a whole lot of things, right? Like I will close with this Chinese proverb: when the student is desperate to learn, the teacher will appear. So if you're watching this, I feel that desperation brought you here. So your answer is very close. And of course, follow the right people. You're going to succeed. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor. And so finally, how can our audience connect with you or learn more about your work?
Okay. I think more of my work is on LinkedIn. On other platforms, I am not tech active, all right, because I have other aspects of my life that are important to me. So I think LinkedIn is my best platform. I think I use LinkedIn and Twitter the most, all right. So on LinkedIn, I am Oluwagbemileke Agboola. So that's if you know Yoruba, I'm going to spell it for you: Oluwagbemileke, Oluwagbemileke, then Agboola, Agboola. All right, on LinkedIn, that's my name. On Twitter, I'm the covert of Web3. The covert of Web3. All right. When you get on Twitter, a lot of my work is on both LinkedIn and on Twitter. So you can connect with me there and send a DM, send your questions. I'll be open to attend to it as long as you're connected to Tek Tribe.
Whoa. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor.
Yeah.
Uh, it's unfortunate that I couldn't really catch up with pronouncing your real names, which you have
It's
already
fine.
spelled it out to us.
Victor is also my real name. It's my third name.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, basically. So when I have
Okay.
international conversations like this, I just love to identify with that so that it makes it easier for people to relate with.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, as we wrap up today's session, one message stands out clearly, I would say. Technology is powerful, but direction is everything.
Yeah.
Blockchain, agile methodologies, and data analytics are not magic solutions on their own. Their true value emerges when they are guided by clear goals, strong leadership, and thoughtful executions.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. Yeah, what today's conversation reminds us, including myself, is that the future of tech is not just about building faster. It's about building smarter, which our guest is very good at it. It's about bridging the gap between innovation and impact. So to our guests, Mr. Victor, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your expertise and perspective about blockchain, about the IT project management. And to everyone who joined us, thank you for choosing to engage in conversations that move beyond trends and toward real understanding. I believe this has been another great edition of Tech Talk, Pathways and Possibilities, where we explore not just what is possible, but how to make it practical. Thank you, Mr. Victor. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to join you, and I'm excited about the platform and what you do here. It is because of what you do here that the upcoming generation will find answers to the dying questions of their heart. So I'm so glad to contribute my quota to whatever you're building. Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much once again. So to our viewers, please stay strategic, and we'll see you at the next Tech Talk. Thank you and bye.